I decided to make this video when after waking up, so that I would do it with a fresh mind. So yeah, do post your comments, thoughts, questions, or agreements, disagreements below this video. I'd love to read what you have to say. The topic in question is the 25 things you must do in Dubai. All right. To give you a context, for those of you who do not know, I lived in Dubai for 35 plus years, nearly 40 years. My parents were there in Dubai. I was almost like born and raised. Um, my whole childhood was spent there. However, at some point in my life, I had to leave Dubai, and I'll come to why did I leave. And today, when I look back, the hindsight is always 2022. When I look back, I'm like, sheesh, man, I could have done this more or done this less or shouldn't have done this we all have our regrets, but we can't go back in time. We can't go back in time. Yeah, we can tell ourselves, life, I lived it, I don't have regrets. But the fact is, if I could go back in time and I could change a couple of things and I could be a different person, obviously, I would. But now that I can't, I'm nearly in my 50s. I'm sharing this video that it would help you do things right. At least you'll be aware. You can't say that, oh, nobody told me. So watch this video when you're driving or, when you're doing something relaxing. And if you feel like, go back and take down notes and write down any bit of advice that you feel this is what I should focus on. And don't just keep it in the head. Write it down and put it somewhere where you can see it every day, because then it'll be a constant reminder for you to make sure you achieve your goal, your objective, whatever it is. Okay, so let us start. Um, the the first thing that I will start with. If you notice, I started with sipping the coffee, and I told you that I just woke up and I'm going to make this video. That clearly shows that this was a plan. I had a plan in my mind that, okay, tomorrow when I get up in the morning, I'm going to immediately, brush my teeth, have a shower, drink coffee, not check social media, not check the games, not check anything. Yeah, I did check a little bit. Okay. So, but immediately get down to making the video. Why? Because I'm very aware of the fact that throughout the day, there'll be so many things that will just come in, and, clients and my baby and my wife want something, and there are distractions. Okay, I'll just go buy a snack. I'll go outside. I'll go to the gym. And before you know it, the whole day is over, and then I'm tired. And then you think, okay, now I'll make the video. Then it'll be, no, man, I'm hungry now. Or I'll make the video. Oh, I'll watch a little bit. Oh, I'm tired. So many things come in the way. So that is why I had a very clear-cut plan of action that, yes, I'm going to make a video about Dubai and I will upload it. And why would I make a video of Dubai is because I have a vision. I have steps to achieve that master goal, the final goal in the end, different steps. And that steps, I've made a routine. Like, this is the minimum task I have to do every day. Minimum goals, like 3 videos per day. And then obviously you think, okay, if the 3 videos, what do I put? And then how do I put? Oh, after I get up, so everything contributes to the final goal in the end. And that is how I take one step at a time towards that final goal. So that was my mindset. Okay. This is exactly the same mindset you must have if you are looking to be in UAE. You need to have an ultimate goal in the end, okay? And then you need to break it down into smaller steps, measurable goals. I know this sounds very cliche, but believe it or not, every single person on the planet who is successful operates like this. Whether you believe it or not, okay? You cannot achieve anything great unless you have a daily schedule, unless you have a daily routine, unless you have the discipline, the dedication, the targets, because if you want, let's say, run a marathon, okay, 21 kilometers, and you never run a race, you have to break it down into, okay, there are 12 months. How do I break it down? Okay, so if there are 12 months, 21 kilometers, 6 months, I have to run 10. So 3 months, I have to run 5. Then 1 month, I have to run at least 1.5. And then if you break it down into 4 weeks, you'll be like, okay, 4 weeks, almost 1 kilometer, I have to run at least 250 or, at least 200 meters. So it's a gradual progression. That is the same way you lose weight. You want to lose say 12 kilos in a year, you have to lose minimum 1 kilo per month. It's all numbers. So same thing about Dubai. I know you'll feel like, man, is this so basic? It is okay. Nothing in Dubai is achievable unless you have this vision, unless you have these goals, unless you have a plan of action, a routine, and it should be well documented. You should really hold yourself with such a high regard. Just imagine, just this one point itself is now really like almost like 6 minutes. But this is what I'm trying to tell you. You should take your journey or your life in Dubai very seriously. Otherwise, you're just wasting one of the best opportunities in your life, which you'll never get back. And life in Dubai goes like this. It's so fast. Yeah, before you know it, it's already over. Okay, and keep in mind, expenses are rising. You're working every day. You're earning and you're spending. You'll not even know before 5 years, 10 years. You'll be like, sheesh, man, where did the time go by? When I look back 35 years, I'm like, bloody hell, where did the years go by? Even your life, where did it go by? So number one, most important point is have a vision, have a breakdown of your targets, per year, every 6 months, every 3 months, every month, every week. Have a to-do, not a to-do, a routine, and stick to it. Okay, be very serious about it. That is the first point. The second point, which will confuse you a bit, but is equally important. One second, let me have. Ah, easy. Espresso without sugar is okay. Second one is enjoy the journey, enjoy the process. Okay, I'll give you my example. Now, I woke up. Okay, I get my life is. I'm lucky to have this life where I can get up whenever I like, sleep whenever I like. I don't have any boss. I'm creative. I'm lucky. Really, I'm lucky. I'm not exceptionally talented. I just work towards my goal. Okay, but I enjoy my life. Really enjoy my life. It's a gift. Okay, seriously, this is. I know there are some people who are multi-billionaires and millionaires, and you look at me, hey, just wearing a shirt and a tattooed monkey face, and man, I'm just living my life the way I can grow a beard, I can put earrings, I can look a tattooed face. I have nothing to worry about. Okay. Yeah, I do have worry and stress, but I enjoy my life. My wife is at home. I work from home. My baby will come. I can spend whatever time. I can go out with them. So I'm enjoying my life with whatever I have. Same way in Dubai, there are a lot of things you can enjoy, a lot of things you can have fun with. And I honestly, from the heart of hearts, I'm telling you, enjoy your life. Okay? But in moderation, huh? Don't overdo anything. Like if you like to drink alcohol, drink a little bit. Don't drink too much. If you like girls, go have your fun. Don't overdo it. If you like to watch movies, go watch movies. Don't overdo it. You want to spend money, spend money. Don't overdo it. Okay? Everything. Because if you try to control yourself, no, I'm not going to go to girls at all. Oh, I'm not going to do this. Unless you have professional help and group of people who really support you, you will fail. Like if you really have a professional, coach, mentor, or doctor or service, and you have a group of friends who are highly committed to helping you succeed. Let's say you want to quit smoking or quit drinking, or you don't want to chase girls. Unless you have a perfect environment, you will not succeed. It is like trying to go on a diet, but delicious food is just being put on your front of your face with, the smell going under your nose, you're not going to succeed, man. Let's be realistic, okay? Unless you have die-hard determination, self-control, and a supportive group, a community that can help you, you're not. So when you are a normal, typical normal human being, I would say everything in moderation is fine. Okay. Life is not meant to only just diet and eat only salads and be clean. And, I stayed, for a guy who was addicted to food, I was a hardcore addict. Okay. For me to, yes, I had a bariatric surgery where they make your stomach like as small as an egg. It's not a quick fix solution. Huh? There are serious side effects to it. You can check. I've made videos on that. Just type in the search box Machedo bariatric surgery, and one of it is pretty graphic. They actually show the operation. So be careful of that. One second. So it's pretty graphic, blood and everything. You'll get to see in that video. It's an operation. So from there, I was able to not only lose weight, but for a guy who could not stay without food, I fasted for 15 days without food, and I became like just skin and bone. Okay. You could literally see the bone. You could see the skin became like tissue. You can see some of my videos. I became so thin, my eyes were sunk in, and well, it healed all the diabetes, blood pressure, cancer cells, everything that I had inside. And I could choose to live that life, like, eating only very clean and being thin and, toned, if that's the right word. But I missed my donuts. I missed the chocolates. I missed the ice cream. I missed the, snacking. And even though it's not good, life is meant to be enjoyed. I mean, do I want to be like that and then one day die and know that, sheesh, I never got to enjoy life? So, my second part of the advice to you is, don't completely eliminate all the temptations and fun stuff. Do a little bit of it. Seriously, do. Even when my clients call and, Roy, I'm not trying to encourage you to do bad if that is not part of your values. But I do get clients who say, I just want, a guy calls me up and, as a client, Loy, I have, a wife and all that, but I have this fantasy where I just want to be with this girl and, go for a holiday and just, I know this might sound really bad when I say it, but I tell them, see, listen, boss, okay, I'm not going to tell you whether you should or should not do that. I leave it up to you. But all I can tell you is my principles, my values is, you have just one life. Okay. If you're going to control something and you are confident that you will never fail, okay, never fail, control yourself. But if you know that, yes, there is a chance I can fail, and if the urges are building up, then it'll explode and I'll end up doing a mistake. Better than making a mistake, take a calculated step and relieve yourself. It's like, wanting to just, watch a adult clip and, just keep yourself a little happy, or, you know what I mean. Okay. Don't act like, what is he talking? I keep it real. Okay. So I tell them, okay, go for a holiday. Go for a holiday alone. Plan out who you want to have your jiggy with. Be safe. Safe sex. Get it out of your system. Finished. And then come back and be normal. Know that you did what shit you have to. I know the moral issue is there, the ethics, and, oh, if he can do it, she can do it. That's for another video. But for now, I'm telling you this. So, in Dubai, believe it or not, there are plenty of temptations. And if you're not careful, you can end up making a serious mistake. And if you get on the wrong side of the law or something bad happens, it can totally destroy you. So you might as well make a planned, calculative decision. Okay. So the first one is, know why you're in UAE, have the goals, be disciplined, whatever. But the second one is enjoy the journey. Okay. And even if you're doing something in terms of discipline to be a better person, like I'm drinking a coffee with no sugar. Okay. It's very bitter. But I'm doing this because intermittent fasting. I'm not eating until say 9 o'clock in the night. Okay, but I enjoy the process. I enjoy the journey. Okay, so do the same. Number three. Okay, this video is becoming very long. I didn't think it'll go so long. Anyway, might as well share this with you. Number three is, Baba, UAE is not your motherland. Okay, I don't know how many times I have to remind people, especially our Indians, UAE is not your motherland. Now, many of you are not Indians would say, hey, Roy, that's silly. I don't use such terms. Okay, then let me rephrase it in the Western style that you know. UAE is not a place where you'll be permanent. If you are smart with common sense and you've traveled around the world, you would know what I'm saying. Because UAE doesn't offer citizenship. And even if it does offer, okay, you can buy the visa, 10-year, 20-year, invest in this property, and then you'll remain here. It's still not the country that considers you a first-class citizen. It considers you an investor. Okay? If tomorrow you get sick, bedridden, or you can't work, or you're old, it is not going to take care of you for free. In your country, I don't know whichever country you're from, at least they'll not kick you out if you don't have money. UAE will. Take it from me. I'll write it down and give. You lose your money. You're going through bad times. They will throw you out. Just like, oh, this fruit is spoiled. Oh, this tissue is used. You're like tissue paper. It's a very sad fact, but this is the reality of life in UAE. UAE is, it's, I know this sounds very cruel when I say it, but UAE is like a bar girl, kind of a prostitute. Okay. I know it's very wrong for me to say this, but the relationship is very much like that. The prostitute is attractive. She is beautiful. She is sexy. You look at her and like, wow. And, when you come there, she will not come, means when you walk in, she will be, hi, how are you? Be very welcoming. And if she knows you have money, she'll be even more sweet with you. She'll be very nice. She'll sit down with you. She'll laugh at your jokes. She'll allow you to touch her. She'll encourage you to touch her and she'll touch you. And you'll have a great time. And any upgrades that you want in the service, whether it is a smooch, a kiss, let's, go in the room and have some time. She'll do everything. And she will keep repeating this as long as you want. And you can come the next day, 3 days in a row. You can come every day or whenever you like. She'll make you feel like a king. But the day you tell her, hi, how are you? What happened? Why do you look sad? Oh, I lost all my money. Now I have no money. I'm sorry, I can't spend enough. She's not going to waste time on you because she has expenses. She has to maintain herself. She has to take care of herself. She has to, maybe buy the supplements, maybe take care of her physique, maybe go to the medical doctor, just make sure she doesn't have any disease, buy new outfits, go to a parlor. So in the same way, Dubai is the same. It has to maintain its roads, it has to maintain its infrastructure, its image, take care of the people working behind the scenes. And as long as you're contributing to Dubai or UAE, they'll keep you. The day they know that, oh, you don't have any money, you're useless, they'll be like, sorry, I have to focus on other people. So remember, it's just a transactional relationship. So please do not consider Dubai your motherland. You will be regretting it for the rest of your life. Okay. So which brings me to the next point, that is, if you can, this is the ideal situation. If you can use Dubai, UAE as a stepping stone to go to the next country that offers you a citizenship, that would be the ideal situation. If you want to, let's say you're an Indian passport holder and you want to go back to India and you're sure about it, then don't have anything to worry. Okay, so your game plan is made. But if you're going to UAE to have a better life and you're hoping to have that better life, then as you're in Dubai, start working again to take the next step to go to a country that offers you citizenship, which is why majority of the people in UAE take up a citizenship, in Canada, Australia. Many people go to Europe. So you choose the country of your calling, of your destination, of your choice, based on the metrics that give you the citizenship. UK has become a shit, hellhole. So I wouldn't recommend there. Canada, there are challenges of the job. As of now, as of this video recording, May 22nd, 2025, Canada, if you're going there, with just hand to mouth, you're going to have a very tough time. Maybe your children, once you settle down there, your children will have a good time, but no, it's going to be hard. Australia is only if you have technically everything in place. Okay. If you are, a specialist, then you can succeed in Australia. But remember, this much I will tell you. There are other options, Malaysia, Singapore, and all that. Some may not even give you a citizenship, but they give you a better life. So you can look at those options. But keep one thing in mind, and that is a fact that the pleasure, the luxury, the pampering that you get in Dubai, you can't get anywhere else because especially it's a tax-free environment. But if you're looking for citizenship, you must move as quickly as possible. Time is running out. Don't wait until you're 40. Okay? Which brings me to the next point. I'm actually adding points. This is kind of crazy. About 40s. I just told you about 40s, no? If life until 40 in UAE is fun. You can have multiple options of jumping anywhere, trying anything new from anywhere, starting from scratch in any new country. But once you reach that infamous age, they say life begins at 40. It's going to be hard for you, very hard, because 40 to 50, 50 to 60, you have 20 years of, production to expiry date, validity in UAE, 20 years of earnings. And out of that corporate life, 40 to 50, 50 to 60, 50 to 60, it's very hard for you to get a promotion. It's very hard for you to skip jobs, get new job offers, because people look at you as this is a man who has reached his ultimate peak. So either you should already be a C-level executive where you will get options. Otherwise, for you as a mid-level manager after 50, very hard for you to get a job. And even if you do get a job, the salaries will be in a very big question because you're facing a new wave of competition. Okay. So the only chance for you to grow is 40 to 50. Okay. That's the only final phase of growth. Then that is what I've seen working with so many clients. So you can hope, if everything's perfect, 3 promotions, 3 salary increments, or 2. Okay. Beyond 3 is unrealistic. So if you're looking as an employee, you have 3 steps for 3 promotions or 3 salary increments. So what I suggest to you is before 40, decide, will I leave UAE? Because if you leave before 40, even other countries want young people coming there. But after 40, they know for a fact you're coming there for retirement. So they make it a little hard. The point system you lose in countries like Canada, Australia. So, and many people, because of inactivity or indecisiveness, after 40, you will be stuck in UAE because you know for a fact, if I go back to India, I'm not going to get any job. Nobody is going to take a 40 plus, person. They'll be like, oh, he's 40. They look at it, do I really want to invest in this guy? So many people after 40, they get stuck in UAE. Options are limited. And once you get that salary, in Dubai after many years, you're not going to get that tax-free salary at such a high level. Anyway, most of the only possibility, you'll have to start from zero, which many people really don't want. Like, if you ask me today, the amount that I'm earning, okay, per month, let's say $10,000 a month, do I want to go back to zero and start earning minimum wage? Do I want to be an employee? Do I want to start, being a security guard or, flipping burgers in McDonald's, which is not wrong. But when I can work 1 hour and earn what people earn in 1 week, or, Indians struggle to earn in a month, I'm earning in 1 hour. Do I want to go back to that struggle? No. So make your choice before 40. The clock is ticking. By the way, I think I might most probably make this into 2 or 3 videos because of the duration. Okay, I'm just saying it now. It just occurred to me that if I want to do justice with this video, I'll have to divide it into 2 or 3 parts. Okay, the next point. Number 6. Let me have. By the way, if you're wondering, one is that espresso, one is soda and carbonated water. People call it sparkling. I call it soda water. Okay, let's go to the next point. You're there to make. Okay, point number 6 is like I told you, I gave you that crude example. UAE is like a prostitute, a bar girl. Sorry, for UAE Emiratis, I don't mean disrespect. I'm telling you it's a transactional relationship. So that makes it very simple. When a relationship is transactional, you should focus on benefit. So the name of the game in UAE, the name of the game is to make money. You're just there to make money, and that's about it. You're not there to make friends. You're not there to make emotional connections. You're not there for being a good guy. Although I don't say it's anything wrong. There are many people who, come to UAE with their heart up their sleeves, and they not only make money, but they do a lot for the community. Like they will have charity organizations, they'll contribute their time, effort, money, something for the dogs, the cats, the poor children, education. Fine, there's nothing wrong. Some people derive happiness doing that. Okay. Some others would help their relatives and their friends. That's also fine. We are all human beings. We all have, different values and purposes. I'm not saying become an asshole, going there only focus on me, I. Obviously, maybe you want to do something for your relatives, your families, the poor. But I always tell people first you focus on your shit, then you focus on other people's shit. Like imagine um, the ship crashed and you and the other passengers are sinking in the water. Okay. First, you need to remain afloat. If you're swimming and you get a piece of wood or like a tube, life-saving tube, just hold on to it. Don't think, oh, that poor lady, she needs it. Let me give this to her, or let me call 2 or 3 people, and then if it gets too heavy, it sinks. You first focus on you. First, focus on having enough money in the bank account. Focus on, if I lose my job, do I have enough to help me survive for the next 2 years? Okay. Look after you. Even if you're married with children, first you focus on you, because if you're not stable and you're not safe and you can't keep your head afloat, how can you take on more responsibilities? Even with my wife and my kid, I tell them, first I have to take care of my health, my sanity, because I'm earning and you're depending on me. So if I'm not happy and I'm frustrated and I constantly keep you happy, one day I'll go mad and I might just run away and say, this is not worth it. We are all human beings. I know this might sound very totally anti to what you believe, but if you have to go the marathon, the long haul, if you are miserable, you will not want to be in it. And that's not the way to live life. That's why I focus on keeping myself happy. And then when I'm happy, I can keep others happy and you can improve on your performance. So please understand the name of the game first is me, I, my. That's first. You have to be selfish. You have to be self centered. You have to focus on self love. And unless you have that, it is not going to work. I'll write and give it to you. Okay. Even if you're buying something, buy for you first. Don't end up buying for the poor and this and that. Because I'll tell you this much. This is a fact. This is a harsh reality. The day you don't have the money, all these charitable people, all these sweet talkers, all these ass kissers, all these people who give you sweet dialogues, they will all vanish and you'll be left alone. And I've heard this story time in and time again. Oh, when I had money, everyone was there. Now nobody is there. Even my own brother, even in my case, my own mother and father. Okay, they were assholes, but everyone will abandon you if you are a liability, if you don't have money. So don't be too sure that, oh, they will be there forever. People have their own goals, their own dreams, and they are ready to, put you in the firing line and save their own ass. When someone takes a gun, your head or their head, they'll say, put it on his head. So no matter what you do, people will always be selfish and self-centered. So better you protect your own ass. So remember, the name of the game is to make money. You're there in UAE not for goodwill, not to change the world like Michael Jackson sings, not to, do good. Do all that. But first, make sure that you have enough. Which brings me to the next point related to this only. Yes, you have made money, but then there are many people who, when they make money, they feel, okay, the need to spend money, which is obvious. So if you were in a bed space, only you could afford a bed space, and you are earning 1,000. When you start earning 2,000, you'll think, okay, now I can have a little bit of privacy. I'll take my own single room. Okay, which is perfectly fine. Now I can buy more things, have a maybe video game, or get my girlfriend so I can have a little bit of space. Then once you have your own like room, you earn 3,000. Then you'll say, okay, now I can take a maybe apartment in my name, small apartment, studio. Okay. Then when it goes to say 4,000, you might think, okay, now I can have a girlfriend stay with me. So she can pay a little bit, I can pay. We'll take a 1 bedroom. So you get what I'm saying, 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom. Then we have a family, then you have children. So that is but obvious. But then this not only, the expense not only comes with the house, it comes with the car. Before you have a second-hand, dilapidated, maybe some, broken down Toyota or Honda, okay, sputtering and splattering all over. But it helps you move from one place to another. It's a very ugly looking car, but yeah, basic. But then when you increase your salary, you think, okay, now I'll take a, nice, decent car. Then you reach a point where you actually can afford a brand new car from the showroom. The bank will give you a loan. And then you can move from Toyota to maybe a second-hand Lexus, then an actual Lexus. So we always keep increasing our standards with a better house, better car, better clothes, better restaurants, better facilities. You always traveled economy. Maybe you want to travel business class. You always stayed in the cheapest hotel. Now you want to stay in 3-star, then 4-star, So all that is fine. But if you don't save money, you're finished. Almost all of us like to live life to the fullest. We all like to enjoy our life. I am guilty as fuck for spending like mad. Most of the things that I've spent, oof. Now when I look back, I'm like, oh my bloody hell. Like, imagine, can you believe, CD, CD, there's CD player. I don't know if you guys still use it. When this brand, it's no longer there, it's called Plextor, Plextor. It was a CD writer. There was something like writing on a CD, like how you have a USB. This is a CD. It used to be 700 MB those days. It's funny when I think of it. And I could record maybe one movie on it. Just one. It's so funny. So this CD-ROM for my PC means where you can put the CD in. Its cost when it came out was 1,200 dirhams, around $300 or $400. Can you imagine that? Okay. And I purchased it. Today, a CD-ROM may be, just $10 or $50. It's crazy. But at that time, it was like, wow, But I spent the money. Today, when I look at it, I'm like, oh, was I so crazy, man? But it was a need at that time. So many things that we might laugh at today, we needed at that time. So do spend. I'm not saying don't spend, but don't overdo it. I lived my first 10 years of my corporate life from the age of 20 to 30. I would earn, for example, I'm giving $1,000. I'll spend $1,000 and literally live zero. And the bigger mistake that you can make, which will be the next, which I've put the next point and I'll put it up here, is taking credit. Okay, just let me put this point. So before I go to the next point, let me finish this one. Is please save money. Please save money. You will need it. There will be a time where you lose your job. There will be a time where you'll be on the streets. There will be a time where things will not go as per plan. Maybe you got sick. Maybe you met with an accident. Maybe your loved ones are sick. And there, if you lived hand to mouth, you'll have nothing. In fact, when you get sick, UAE proves to be a massive curse because the medical expenses are mad. They are crazy. Okay. My cousin's sister, when her father got very seriously, very, very serious, because he was a chain smoker, I think she ended up spending 500,000 dirhams, 500,000 just in those few days or weeks that he was hospitalized. She gave him the best that she could. 500,000 is not a joke. Okay, so understand this much. You must have money for a rainy day. One accident can change everything. Maybe if not an accident, a stroke, some diabetes, blood pressure, heart related issues. So please save money. You will need it. Which brings me to point number 8. And that is, let me just drink a sip. Please do not take a bank loan. Do not take, and if you take a bank loan, don't take a long term one. And biggest one of all, which I think everyone should be preaching and telling others, do not take a credit card. Please do not take a credit card. I do not know in which stratosphere or which parallel universe people say, oh, use a credit card. If you know how to use it, you'll always be smart. Yeah, that sounds like good advice. But given we human beings are creatures that lose our self control, that can make mistakes, you take a credit card, it's a ticking time bomb. I worked in Citibank, starting my career, and that was the first time I got a credit card for free, and I spent on it, blew it completely within few days, thinking that free money. To pay that credit card took me months. Okay, it's a curse, and I thought I would never fall for it again. Yet again, I think nearly after another 10 or 15 years, once again got a credit card, and I was careful with it for I think 5 years or 10 years or whatever. But then I made that critical mistake of taking a credit card again. Means I had a credit card and I spent buying a special offer books where I thought I could get rid of it within a month. Ended up getting stuck with it for I think nearly 2 years, and ended up paying the same amount into two. So you can understand how credit cards can destroy your life. And believe me when I say this, UAE is very infamous for giving credit cards like popcorn. They will encourage you to take a credit card. They'll bombard you with pay now, take now, pay later, buy now, pay later, or pay 6 months, don't have to pay, interest free, all that bullshit. You'll get points, but one day you'll be paying out of your ass for it, and it'll destroy you, man. So please don't take a credit card. I request you, don't take. You'll destroy your life. I've seen so many people's entire lives get destroyed. It's not about being in jail. It's about financially, whatever you earn, you'll be making the bank rich. And the worst part is, if you don't clear your credit card, you cannot leave UAE. And for those of you who have escaped, they have been put on the wanted list. It's not worth it. Do not take a credit card. I request you. Okay. The next one is uh, number 9 is time versus money. Now, this one is something you'll understand only if you have a productivity mindset, or you have real powerful, achievable goals, or you're someone who is very mature. I'll make you understand. Let's say you're working in Dubai. You're working in Dubai in the most busy happening place. Okay, let's say Sheikh Zayed Road. It's a very busy like business hub. Okay, now Dubai, where there is a high demand, obviously there is high costs. So if you work in Dubai, let's say Sheikh Zayed Road, the main area, if you were to take a house there, it would be the most expensive thing. It would be maybe the rent itself would be maybe your full salary. So now you have a choice. You're staying in Sheikh Zayed Road, Dubai. If you move further away, okay, based on the demand, here, if you stay in Sheikh Zayed Road, you'll have to pay your full salary for rent. If you maybe go 10 kilometers away, maybe you'll spend 50% of your salary for rent. But if you go even further away, okay, which is maybe another 20 kilometers, maybe you'll pay just 30% of your salary. Okay, I'm just giving an example. But if you really go maybe 50 kilometers away, maybe you'll spend the cheapest amount in terms of your salary, maybe only say 10 to 20%, which is not possible. Okay, you'll spend only 10 to 20% of your salary, but now it is 50 kilometers away. Now, a normal person would say, hey, then that's best, yeah. Take a house 50 kilometers away. You're only spend 10% of your salary, but you're saving 90%. Okay. In terms of money, yes, you're right. But Dubai has a massive traffic issue. It is a small city, massive population, massive traffic, and massive congestion. So now, if you stay 50 kilometers away, for you to reach the office, on an average, you'll spend at least 2 hours in traffic and 2 hours one way and 2 hours going back. So 4 hours or up to 5 hours sometimes of your life every single day is spent on traffic. Now, if you're not an ambitious character, if you're not someone who has his goals and priorities in place, you'll say, yeah, it's okay. I save 90% of salary. But money you can get back, time you can never. You understand? Money you can earn, you lose money, you can get money. Can you go back in time to your childhood? No. Can you go back in time to your school and college and say that, okay, now I'm going to study hard? No. Time is gone. Today I'm 50 years old. I can't go back in time. I just know I'm getting older. So ask yourself, what is more important? Now you'll be like, yeah, but what will I do with that time? You can study, you can upgrade yourself, you can do exercise, you can keep fit, you can network with other people, you can spend more time in the office, maybe sitting down with your boss, getting mentored, coached for the next position. There are so many things you can do with time. And if you are, that is why I said, if you're productive, if you have productive mindset, if you have goals, inspirations, and a focus, you will, you will grow. That is why, people who are ambitious, people who are goal oriented, they move in the reverse. They move from 50 kilometers away because that is what they can afford at that time. Then they come 25 kilometers away and then they come closest to the workplace where I know some people who pay 50 or 60 or 70% of their salary, but they just have to get up, get down the house, walk for a few minutes, and then they go to office. The amount of time that they save, they use it to study maybe an extra MBA or qualification, or they focus on their goals, they focus on reading, studying, personality development, or they might even have the time to start a business at the side. There's so many things you can do. So ask yourself, which is point number 9, what is more important to you, money or time? I'm not saying be this high productive machine. Fine, maybe your just goal is, I'm very happy where I am. Okay, I just want to save 90%. Fine. Maybe you'll tell me that, okay, I'll listen to an educational CD, which I used to do sometimes when stuck in traffic. Fine, you can do that. But trust me when I say this, time is the biggest wealth that you have. Don't compromise it just to save a few pennies. You will thank me for this later. Number 10. Oh, and one more thing. With more time, you can spend time with your family, with your loved ones. And that is something priceless. Okay, because Dubai, years and time will go like this. Before you know it, your kids have already become big and you'll wonder, oh, if only I could spend more time with them. Number 10. Okay. Once again, coffee. You want to succeed in Dubai, no? You want to succeed. You need to change your mentality, boss. If you don't change your mentality, then it's like I'll give you a simple analogy. Um, let's say there's this movie. Its name is Bhag Milka Bhag. It's about a Indian athlete. Okay, who wanted to. He actually didn't start off as an athlete. He found out that if he joined this army or something, he would get free milk and free food, every day if he joined them. So he was very poor. He came from abject poverty, so he was very happy. But in the military, he found out that he has to do exercise and run and this and that, and only then he would get food, free food or whatever. So he was like, oh, sheesh. But he had to do it. But then once he joined the military, he found out that if he was an athlete and if he was really good at running, he would get premium quality food and premium milk with butter and all that. So he's like, I don't want to just eat ordinary food. I want to eat premium food. Okay, so this is a nice movie. It's really worth watching. Seriously, it's an amazing movie. Very inspirational. So then he starts training to be an athlete so he can get the premium food, and they take care of you as a VIP kind of this thing, because they want you to achieve something worthwhile. So, um, that is what he focused on. And at every step, his mentality changed. He became more competitive. He was a guy who used to run without shoes, and he was very comfortable. He never wanted to wear shoes. And when his coach told him, no, you want to go faster, you have to wear shoes, it took him out of his comfort zone. But then he said, okay, when he wore shoes the first time, it was painful, he was clumsy, he walked funny. But very soon he got used to the shoes. The running shoes are with spikes, it's not like normal shoes. And then he became faster. So only because he changed his habits, he changed his thinking, he was ready to accept new form of coaching or guidance. That is where he succeeded. Okay. So in the same way in UAE, Dubai, if you want to succeed now, you need to change your mentality. And unless you change your mentality, you're not going to grow. Let's say, for example, you come from India. You come from India with a typical Indian mentality, ideally with Indian people, Indian tradition, Indian values. Okay, all that is good. But Dubai is not Indian mentality. Dubai is a global mentality. Yes, the roots are very Emirati or UAE based, or little fusion of um, Islam, modern Islam. I wouldn't say the traditional one like Saudi. But there you'll meet people from the West. You'll meet people from Africa, or you'll meet people from Southeast Asia. You will have different work cultures, work environments. So if you have to succeed here, that Indianishness will not work, or your clannish behavior or clannish. Like in India, you'll meet people who will put the tika, they'll do puja with their gods. They will not practice personal hygiene or grooming habits. They'll not wear super expensive stuff. They'll always focus on saving money, saving money. That will not fly well in UAE. You have to evolve. You have to change. You have to be. Dubai is flashy. You have to wear, the latest, most sophisticated stuff. Image sells in UAE. Your mannerisms, your personality, your etiquettes, they go a long way off. Okay, so you have to be trained, because remember, when in Rome, do as Romans do. So if you have to succeed in Dubai, UAE, you must change, and the change starts with your mentality. Unless and until you change your mentality, nothing else is going to change. Okay. So anyway, I still have a lot more points. I have, I think, another 30. So I finished 10, and this is nearly like 1 hour. So I'll make part one of this video. Um, I'm sincere when I say this. I'm not making this video just for only views. I really wanted to help you. If you feel that these points helped you, and you watch the video to the end, comment below and let me know who you are. Okay, so one is I'm able to recognize. Number two is let me know, do you want part two of this? Because if yes, I will create it. Because remember, it took right now, as I'm looking at the time, 50 minutes. And it takes a toll on your voice and mentality and energy because I really need to take rest. So let me know if you want part two of this video. If yes, then I'll make part two. And believe it or not, whatever I'm sharing with you, it is something, it's really worthwhile and it'll help you change, evolve, grow. Okay? And you'll thank me for it if you really follow my advice to heart. So comment down below. Let me know you watched the video till now. And do you really want part two? If yes, and I see enough and more people interested, I will be making a part two. Having said that, hope you enjoyed this content. Questions, comment down below. This is me signing off. Take care.